What's up, guys? Today we're going to be calibrating our studio monitors. There's volume controls on the back of the monitors themselves. They're trim pots and they do vary in resistance, so this is an excellent way to set each speaker up so you have the equal volume. And let's get into this and show you how to do it, and it makes things a hell of a lot easier. First, you're going to need an SPL meter. I got X-Tech here. It's an analog one. We have our A and C weighing, slow and fast. It ranges from off battery 120 dB down to 60. And here on the meter, we have -6 and +6. So this meter set at 120 dB. And if the needle is peaking at 6 plus, just like it went there, that's 126 decibels that meter just read. Now if you have it set on the 60 and you're -6, well, 6 off of 60 is 54 decibels. It is 54 decibels to 126 decibels. That's your meter range. This one also has a button here to push what the max range is, so it'll hold the needle there so you could see. It also has a tripod mount, and right now I have this meter set at 36 inches away from each speaker. That's 3 foot, and that's where I sit. Now some guys will point the microphone up in the air. I don't like doing that. I like to turn it to each speaker monitor. Make sure your left one is off when calibrating the right one. Make sure the right one is off when calibrating the left one, or it's not going to be accurate. We're going to come over here, and on our mixing console, this is my main mix. You want that set at 0, so the sliders need to be at 0. Next thing we got to do is we got to come over here to Audacity. That's what I'm in right now. We're going to click Tracks, Add New, make sure it's a stereo track. Then we're going to click on Generate Noise, make sure it's on pink, click OK. And you only need a 10-second track, and then we're going to click File, Export Audio, and then we're just going to simply name that Pink Noise. Just click OK. The file you just created is going to be at your peak 0 dB. So I like using isotope. You're gonna have to find some way to reduce this, and what I'm gonna show you here is I click on gain, constant, and scan, and you could see right there it's 0, and that's what Audacity did itself. So it peaked it out at 0, so it does not clip. If it goes beyond that point, it's going to distort. Gain. Well, we need to set that to -20. Or whatever program you're using, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that's set to 20. I'm going to click Process, and you can see now that has greatly reduced. Now, on the peak meters down here, when I press play, you'll see right there, it was peaking no more than 20 decibels. I did want to mention here, your sound card, it's got a program, and it's like your mixer too, so you want to make sure everything's set to 0 in this. As you can kind of see down here, you got your master and your monitoring, just like a regular mixer. So you want to make sure all that stuff's set to 0. I'm going to start with the pink noise test at minus 20 dB. So I'm going to put this on loop, and then I'm going to hit play. And then we're going to take a look at the meter after I aim the SPL meter in the direction of each speaker. And you'll see I'm set right around 80 dB. Right there, that is the right monitor, and you can see when I talk it goes up louder. The left monitor right now is off, so when I stop talking it's averaging, and we are set right here at the 80 decibel mark. So you want that needle to be right at 0 or hovering in and around. And you can see that it is. Alright, so now we're on the left studio monitor, and you can see that's hovering right in the 80 decibel range. And like I said, we're about 3 feet away from each speaker. And now I have it centered right where I would be sitting. So you can see that's right around 78 decibels. Now this is why I like to point it at each speaker. Okay, so I wanted to show you in audio tools. We're at the same distance, aimed at the right speaker, and this audio tools is not calibrated. I just loaded it in right to the cell phone, and we're at 93. So we're 11 decibels higher than an actual SPL meter. So let me calibrate that. Alright, so we got audio tools calibrated. I subtracted 11 decibels. You can see that's at 81. And the regular SPL meter is hovering right around 81 also. We'll turn it to the left monitor. You can see it's saying 83, 80, well, it's because I'm talking. So right around 83 for that, and that's about what the meter itself is reading, between 80 and 83. So that monitor got to get turned down just a hair. We're still on the 80 dB on the SPL meter setting, C weight and slow. Set up 3 feet away from the subwoofer, and I adjusted it, and we're getting, you know, a bounce, and I'm going to stop talking here and you'll see. So it's kind of hovering like at that 80 decibel, but it's also bouncing from 78 up to 82, which in my opinion is pretty damn close. I did want to go ahead and show you, this is the part where Audio Tools doesn't do such a good job because it's the phone microphone. Now you saw where that needle was at with the SPL meter, and that's where it's at with Audio Tool. And that's because of the frequency of the microphone in the phone. Now both speakers are on, subs on, and I have the mic positioned at ear level where I would be sitting. you can see that's hovering right around 80 decibels. So that's going to be the level of calibration I want, right around that 80 decibel mark, and that's going to wrap it up.